It's the Carolina Hockey Minute. All streaks must come to an end. 12 in a row. The Hurricanes earn points. Not tonight. It's the Carolina Hockey Minute. I'm John. He's Cole. Canes lose 2-1. Kind of a 50-50 game, and we did not have the better goalie tonight.
We didn't have the better goalie. We got one past him, but
Ehlers scored.
Ehlers did score, but our goalie let in one that
He shouldn't have.
he shouldn't have. Freddie Andersen's left to right game in the net is abysmal.
We're talking about the second goal is the one he shouldn't have let in, obviously, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there was the second goal that got taken away, and there's nothing you can do about that one. That one's all on the defense. But that's the second goal that Freddie let in. He moves from left to right, and his foot misses the post and goes inside of the net. So now...
I don't even know why he's going to the
I don't
post.
either. Well, I think he had, predicted a pass.
Yeah, but what do you...
But if you had put your foot on the post, you could have pushed back.
Right.
But because he missed it and put it in the net, he couldn't push back, which pulled his other foot off the post, and then they just second chance at home.
Right.
Easy peasy. All you had to do was his left to right game. He's either in the net or out of the net. He very rarely hits the post.
So if he makes that play, this game probably should have been 1-1 going to overtime.
Yep.
We're being hard on Freddie because the offense only scored one goal tonight. It magnifies the mistake that maybe Nikishin made on the pinch that led to the first goal. Freddie, the second goal, not good.
And that's the thing. When we have our lowest scoring games, that's when Freddie Andersen's in the net. The offense does not show up when Freddie Andersen is in the net.
Well, this was, and Rod said before the game, this is a trap game. This is a game where they talked about it beforehand. You just wanted to be even through one. You did not want to get scored on first. You didn't want to get ran out of the building with a 6-hour plane flight.
But the Canes have once again, this third game in a row where you've given up 2 goals in the second. 6 goals across 3 games. You only gave up 2 tonight, though. The second.
Did Seattle shut it down in the third and really not try and put much on net? I'd say so. What did they get? 2 shots in the third period?
2 shots. Seattle? I mean, they got 7, 6, and 2 in that order. 1, 2, and 3. Canes 13, 14, and 9.
Expected goals tonight were somewhere around 2 for the Carolina Hurricanes and 1 for Seattle. There was not a whole lot of super high danger chances. I didn't feel like the Hurricanes, they get 36 shots. Very few were super high danger.
You didn't get a power play until the last minute, less than a minute and a half left in the game, and you only got that because you pulled your goalie and held it in the zone.
And it looked good. The last minute 30.
Last minute 30 looked good. I mean,
the third period at times looked good.
Their goaltender, he had a great night, and
Decord had
He had an above average night. A night where the Hurricanes had a below average performance, and that's really what it was.
Okay. It was below average for the Hurricanes, but it wasn't abysmal.
First star, Adam Larson, and then Capo Caco.
Really, what's glaring tonight is they really out-hit us 31-13. We got them on the shots. They definitely
outshot us.
They were physical and clean, only to take 1 penalty.
We had more giveaways. They had more takeaways.
Right.
We outshot them, and we didn't allow a power play goal. That's really the only thing you can take from it.
Yeah, but I'm also going to take that now in 2 games versus them, we've only given them 4 goals in 2 games, and the highest shooting period they've had against us is 7. Because they had 4, 4, and 4 last time we played them. Now they had 7, 6, and 2. We've made it easy on Freddie tonight. It's just a shame that he allowed in that second goal.
Made that mistake. Freddie's not.
The margins were thin.
And the thing is that when you have somebody like Brandon Bussey behind you, who I honestly don't believe. If Brandon Bussey had been in there tonight, it might have been a shutout.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know about that. That's all speculation, obviously.
Right. Yeah, obviously.
But based on what Freddie let in, the first one, like you said, that's Nikishin. He tried to make a pass and went off a skate and shot right out to him for an odd man rush, and then
Kraken were more dangerous than the Hurricanes on the rush in the first couple periods tonight.
The first shot went under Freddie's arm, right in that sweet spot everybody aims for now.
He got a piece of it, but not enough.
And then the second one was him just misplaying it and coming off of his post. He played the right post, and the puck and the player never left the left post.
Right.
And his foot was in the net. He couldn't push back, and he got tied up.
It's hard enough to play goalie in the NHL when you're on the right side of the goal.
Right.
when you're taking yourself out of the play, man.
But when you cover the wrong side of the net, it's even harder.
Yeah.
I think that this is one of those things where I don't know why. I don't, and sure, I'm almost completely sure it's completely coincidence, but the boys do not show up when Freddie Andersen is in between the pipes.
Well, tonight, yeah, I would say it's coincidence. I think they threw Freddie out there in a less than ideal situation. When Freddie's been doing well lately, it's been when you don't play him back to back, and when you put him on the front half of when the Hurricanes play back-to-back nights.
Well,
you have to put him in advantageous situations, not in situations where the team's jet-lagged.
And the thing is right, like
you're playing with really thin margins.
I don't understand why you went with Freddie unless you felt like he's played good enough over the last, what was he on, a 7-game point streak? The 7 games, he's played well enough to get his starter crease another try.
I didn't
and that's
think
what that was.
No.
Well, Rob Brind'Amour likes his vets.
I don't buy that with this.
That's all I could think of, because as of right now, if you play it this way, you got Bussy against Vancouver, and then you've got Freddie back in net against the Oilers instead of Calgary. Why wouldn't you have played Freddie against Vancouver and Calgary, the easier teams?
I actually don't know.
And not play Bussy against
I don't know.
the stronger
I didn't
teams.
understand the decision tonight, except if it was just who feels better after the... I mean, they had the morning skate, and he was out in the starter's crease in the morning skate, so this was scheduled to go all day like this.
Unless they're just planning to do Bussy in the next 2.
That's maybe what I'm thinking, that this isn't going to be...
back and forth?
Yeah.
You gave Freddie 2.
And I don't quite understand it, because I want to put Freddie in the best positions to succeed.
I would have
Not when Rod's calling this beforehand in the pregame. He used the words trap game, but he said we need to score first tonight. We don't want to fall behind early. And the first period, it was a boring first period tonight, but it was 0-0 after 20 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, not our night, ultimately. It wasn't the worst performance. We've won with far less shots than we had tonight.
And it looked like what Rod Brind'Amour said. It looked like a team that was rested and at home versus a team that had just traveled and across time zones and everything. So,
and that is one of the top 5 or 10 goalie performances against the Hurricanes this year, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like Wallstedt. I think Wallstedt really impressed us when we faced him and a few other goalies too. But so it wasn't quite the Hurricanes' night. There were some passes that were close to connecting, and we just kept saying, "Damn."
Robinson had a a kind of a breakaway and fumbled it.
I'm glad you said that.
Somebody else had a kind of a breakaway and fumbled it. I think it was Gostisbehere.
We have to hope Robinson's not hurt.
Robinson potentially hurt.
Jarvis
got hit hard.
Shoulder.
He limped off the ice, basically. Not literal limp, but, made his way to the bench after the hit, after he laid there for a second. Yeah, really, it was just a little off.
A little off. You looked up and down the lineup, though. Everybody got involved on the shot category.
But I really think the way I described it earlier was proper. A goalie who played above average against a team who played below average. And that's kind of what it felt like.
Ghost -2, Nikishin -2, Blake all zeros tonight.
No contribution from the Blaker.
No, in 15:51 he has 1 block, no shots on goal, and nothing, man, unfortunately.
He got a block?
He had 1 block. He was around the puck a lot. I feel like he had a few turnovers too. That's part
Blake
of the game.
In the last several games has been trying too hard.
It looks like it.
It looks like he's trying too hard.
His numbers are better than they were last year, but it doesn't feel...
He got that goal. I think they said that was his first goal in like 10 games or something like that. And I know for him that's a drought, but he's getting the puck and he's making good moves. He's burning the defenders, but he's not getting in a proper position to get the shot off. So he's doing all of this work only to end up where he was when he started, just on the other side of the net.
Yeah.
Or in the process of doing the move, he just loses it. So, yeah, I think he's trying a little too hard. I think he needs to take a breath and slow down. Stankoven almost killed by Chatfield.
Oh, yeah.
Chatfield fired one from the point. And
he had some opportunities tonight. Okay. You're going to have to move on now.
Yeah.
This is not a game I'm going to want to revisit again. Vancouver, And
worst team in the league
Wednesday
by a lot.
Yeah. And you're going to have Bussy in net unless we see Anderson again. And if we see Anderson again, I'll be 100% convinced we're showcasing this guy to try and trade him and get him out of here. Because there's no way you play. There's no way you play Anderson again.
No,
can't.
I can't imagine. Because that means you're going to back 3 times on this road trip.
You have to we do have a back-to-back this upcoming weekend too. So
I know you might want to show them off, but we still need these points. We might be ahead, but we're not locked up ahead.
KK still scratched tonight. Mike Riley scratched. And I guess before we run, we were talking about during the game, this fourth line is not necessarily lighting it up right now. That's possibly something we could upgrade here at the trade deadline because we have money.
We have a lot of money and a lot of pieces. Yeah, we could tear down and completely rebuild our fourth line with as much as we have.
If we wanted to.
If we wanted to. I don't think we'd want to. I think that if we got a 2C, you could move some pieces around. Like, I mean, I just think of it as a second line person, but you could move some pieces around and fill in that fourth line with what you need. You just need a 2C.
Yeah. Because if you're going to play Stankoven at 2C in the playoffs, you don't know quite how that's going to go. Because you're going to go on the road and you're not going to dictate matchups, and you might run up against some big bodies in the playoffs.
Might run up against some big bodies.
Yeah. So, okay, not the Hurricanes night. The winning streak ends. The point streak ends. Brandon Bussy's winning streak still going though, he'll be in. If things go according to plan, he'll be in net on Wednesday, and we will talk to you guys after that game. Until then, go Canes.